What's up? What's up? How are we all doing? Welcome to today's FOMC public stream with myself, H. Paul. We have Dookie in there and we have Findus. Boys, how are you doing today?
Very good. Hello. And
Nice.
Very good, very good.
welcome.
All good. And you?
I'm doing fantastic. Can everyone just let me know in the comments, is the audio good? Can I start? And then I'll fly into this. I'll just give it a second there and chill out. But lads, what are you thinking? FOMC, will it be big? Will we get nothing? Will we get a big move? It's just going to be sideways. What's going to go on?
I personally think I think we should get. It depends. I think the market's priced in at 0.25% increase. Any more than that, and the market will have a bit of a meltdown. I think. And then I think it's all going to be on what Powell says in his speech. People trying to read between the lines in his speech after they get the decision basically. We'll get the volatility. I think for a good hour and a half. I think.
I like it. We got some. We got some comments. Sounds are good. Thank you, Nico, and hello to everyone there. Philip, Tim, Dagar, Marcel, Mundus. How are we doing? Yeah. So look, I'm here. I'm gonna run over Bitcoin. I'll do my little part. What am I looking for? As you see, I have this TR pocket on the chart, right? Liquidation clusters above and below. The only trades I'm going to be looking for is not inside here. I couldn't care less. I have to try and couldn't care less about this middle price action. If we come up here to the top, I might actually look for a short, so let me see, like what we have a 6:30. Usually at 7 o'clock we have FOMC. 6:30, usually you get a move half an hour before, and then at 7:30 you might have the follow through of a move, or you have the final rejection and it carries through, So what I'm kind of thinking, maybe comes into 7, we come up, down, back up, and then come on down. The main place I am looking for is a possible trade up here at the top. Anywhere in that region for a trade back down to the bottom of the range, to be fair. That's the only thing I'm kind of looking at. I'm not really looking at... Actually, I'd like to pull up gold for a second. I have this, but this is on that. I'll pull up gold for a second there. Where's gold? Gold. Here we are. Gold. I wanted this little TR pocket up in the top, but we'll see. Does it get up there? I have alert up there. She did come down, bounce right off of that inside order block at the low, which was actually kind of nice. You got a swing failure apparently. I missed it though, which was a bit annoying, but still. Remaining patient. I haven't traded this since last week, so I'm kind of waiting for some kind of decent trade. Maybe we get a nice run on the FOMC and give me a swing failure pattern or something like we usually got. The last FOMC, I think it was something like over here, and I was kind of thinking we'd get this move up and a follow through from it. So this one we might just get we'll see. It might get the same thing, a follow through and move up. I'd like to look for a trade in this zone up here. Point of control, inside order block, TR pocket. It's the only place I'll be looking at. So 2 zones, up here, below here, and then gold up here. Alerts are ready. Actually, I'm going to get rid of a few of these in case they start pinging off and start driving you insane. I'll be watching these, so don't need to be looking at it. So... What do we sound good? Yeah, want gold. I just covered gold there, so it was nice. But I suppose while we have some time, I might pass it over to H Paul and see what you got going on, and then when the time comes, I'll go back to my screen. So Paul, are you okay for me to pass it over to you for this?
Please,
see what you got.
Let's go. Yeah, hopefully you can see the screen.
You're up. You're ready to go.
So this is from a scalping session I had with Michael a couple of days ago. I've still got this chart open. What I'm looking for is a run potentially of these lows. So something that's very similar to you. We've got a potential here as trader as very ugly looking deep crab potentially, which is fairly bullish, and that's going to give me some targets sort of marked out here roughly. Should we get a pull down, I'll be looking for sort of failed swing fail low of these lows, and then potential push up. So that's what I'm looking for. Whether we'll get it or not, who knows? But yeah, this is a sort of a hangover from a few days ago. These marks on here, I was expecting a sort of flag to sort of play out a bit, to take this sort of area of 29.4 and then reject. So see, still not managed to claim this area yet, but we'll see where we go. When we get the volatility, hopefully, and we'll get the move that I want for a long. If I don't get a trade, don't get a trade. But that's really what I'm looking for.
Is that the? Jeez, I didn't spot that. The yearly open. That's nice.
It is the yearly open. Yes,
Swing failure pattern. Right on top of it, like that's the best thing you want on those big levels too. Like.
Is it big level, isn't it? So yeah, this is interesting that this is playing out nicely. We sort of.
Actually, I did take it long on that swing failure, and I still have that open because I've been going over a higher time from long in the lounge for, I think 2 months. Two 2 months I've been going on about it. So I had to take something down there.
Yeah, this was a nice
that one.
Swing failure.
It was right on the TR pocket, man.
Oh,
perfect.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could get it again. I don't know. It nice to run the liquidity. Two lows down here, fairly close together.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's kind of like chopping sideways. Like you could easily
just
run those lows again.
Exactly. So that's what I'm hoping for. ES again. I'll just jump over to this. This is what I've been looking for. I've been looking for shorts up here. I know the market's very strong and it's contrary and to what sort of the market's doing, but it's a really key level for me. Again, from one of the sessions earlier in the week, I think I just pointed out to the guys that we're just expecting a range here, which we've had. You can see just simple range. Expecting probably during this session for the highs to be run and probably the lows to be run. So we've got this double bottom, these double top here. So yeah, just watching out for opportunities of swing failures of these for myself, really, for some scalps, potential swings, I suppose.
That's a big one, to be honest. For me, like, because it's in a risky old spot for longing, so it's kind of like it's getting really interesting to try and find a trade short on that one for me. Anyways, I'm still remaining patient. I kind of want to run those highs. I just want a swing failure pattern, like a nice decent swing failure pattern with some kind of high volume node or something. Jump right into it then.
Giving a fair amount away here, but we have got a really key pivot time coming up on this on the ES. It's around this area. So key level, key pivot time. Fed FOMC. Coming in, it's all primed like some kind of detonator, isn't it? I think we'll see.
Yeah, she's literally just curving up. There's a curve holding it. I'll cover it later and jump over it.
We'll see what happens here. It's going to be an interesting day, I think. Yeah.
That's a nice little range, isn't
it? Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Nice.
But nice. That's me on there.
I'm just looking at the likes here, guys. We have 117 watching and only 16 likes, so it would be good to see another few likes.
How many likes? 16?
16, man.
Come on,
Jesus.
Jeez.
Do better than that.
We're doing bad today.
That's terrible.
Might as well just end the stream right
now.
now.
Is going to be singing Christine Aguilera's "Genie in a Bottle."
I was actually just singing it before we jumped on, like literally 20 seconds before we jumped on. I had to get the voice ready. You can't just dive right in. You have to get vocals on chords.
I know it's that song. Yeah.
All right, here. Look, Findus, you ready? You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what you got. What you got going on? What you're thinking? You're up.
Yes. Okay, so what am I looking at? I'm looking for some run of some liquidity, and I'm leaning towards maybe a push up to this 1 hour fair value gap, and then drop down to we have an imbalance down here. So I'm interested in this area down here, if it's either gonna make a swing failure or just tap those imbalances for then a push up towards I would actually like to see this highest taken up here.
It's a big
on
zone
Bitcoin.
in it's
It's a
triple
big
highs.
zone.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice area here. So I would like. I favor this move up here and then the drop down, and then
Ooh,
and
you're
then the
you're
run
looking
up
for that
again, because
deep higher low. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it. I see it. What is
I'm
there? Is
looking
that
for
is that fair imbalances? Is
This
it
is
on the low?
this one is this one is this have the stacked imbalances down here.
Ooh.
So I just pull over my template here.
Ooh,
This
the
one
fancy
is
stuff.
fairly nice in this range here. So I would like to see. I'm
I see it. Yeah.
looking for some kind of reaction up here. It lines up with the fair value gap, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe potential run up here, and then you get the drop down, and it's either gonna just tap those and then run up, or just wick through and then run up. That's what I'm
That would be.
I'm looking for.
That would catch a lot of
That
people
would
as
be-
well. They'd think that low would be taken out and put in a deep higher low. Oh boy.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
would
Okay.
be interesting for me.
I like that you covered that.
Yeah, so that is we'll see. I'm interested in a short up here, but I'm mostly interested in the taking some kind of liquidity. Maybe I won't get that, but this is kind of what I'm looking for. So that's it on Bitcoin, on
Nice. I like
yeah,
it.
on on SP 500 here. I would like this lows taken, and then I run up to take the highs again.
Nice.
I know like it doesn't look all too bearish to me just yet. On ES is still looking strong, you know.
Yeah.
You would like to think
Bit of a double
has
top,
to
you
be
know.
kind of retracing, right?
Yeah.
So did this double top on a few exchanges it actually did take the highs, but yeah, I don't see why we can't take them again. Then I'm actually looking for maybe a run of these lows here. They just they just look too juicy for me. So this is a potential push down here, and then claim the new week opening gap, and
Interesting.
then push up towards the highs here again. That is what I'm watching on ES.
Kind of like it.
We'll see. I mean, this is FOMC, and anything can happen. So
Exactly. You know, I need
I
to
have
be.
my plans. I don't have can you say? I'm just watching it for now. I'm not so hesitant to jump into anything other than potential trades with very close invalidations at the zones here. I given out the trade setups in the group, and they have pretty close invalidations. So normally I'm not. I should say normally most of the times when we have those meetings, I am just sitting on my hands. But if I have a trade setup with a very close invalidation, I'll sometimes take it.
I like it. You have to have those plans ready, you know, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's DXY.
Exactly.
Let's see.
DXY. I'm looking at DXY here. So we've made this rejection up here from the daily breaker up here, and then we kind of this daily fair value gap confirmed like it was resistance, and then we got this big rundown. Since then we got fairly bullish market structure on it, and we went to fill out this liquidity void here. Liquidity void is an area where there was no trading. You can see it's a real gap, so there was no selling or buying up here. So we've come up and filled this. What I'm looking at on DXY would be maybe come up and run this highs again, and then I'm interested in this. We have this daily fair value gap down here that I'm also watching. We have this one up here. So that is just 2 areas that I'm interested in. So running this highs here and then coming down to fill the daily fair value gap, and maybe we get some ranging or actually start to push up. That would send the market down, I think. But that's like the 3 things that I'm watching for now.
Nice. It's kind of similar to what I have, but you're looking for that higher low. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to take it over again. I'm going to run over a few things. I want to look at a few things. I'll just literally pull this up. I want to look at the CME, but I'll change my screen because I haven't looked at the CME, so I kind of want to check what is going on. Usually when you get these small gaps, they like to get filled. These small little things. I know everyone looks for these bigger gaps, but the small ones are the ones I like to look for because they like to get filled really quick. They don't like to keep them on the board for long. Small gaps, fill. She kind of filled them down here. I was just seeing, is there any small gaps at the low here or on the way down? That's kind of what I wanted to see, but there's not. So very curious to see what happens. I'll go over one thing as well. I've been going over this. I think it was in the public video. I was looking for us to come down and take these lows. Inside in the group, I gave out a long at that low, which I'm in. Currently, I'm in, but it's a base entry. I'm not really too confident about it. But if we get that move up, I will be taking that take profit at that bottom of that range. I kind of think with the choppiness that we're going on, it's very possible that we come down and maybe we come up, get that take profit, and then come down, take the low one more time, and then go up and proceed. So even though I'm in this trade, I kind of think we could take that low one more time. I wouldn't. If she comes down any deeper, I won't be looking for this trade. But it's an interesting one. I've been going on about this since we're over here. It's been a month. Yeah, it's been a month exactly since I've been raving on about this trade. Still stuck to the plan. We'll see what happens. And maybe I get a head short looking for it up here. We're 30 minutes in. It's 5:30. Maybe we get a little bit of a move now, so we'll have to see. Let's see what we got in the comments anyway. What's up?
You know, I'm much here other than a request for you to sing Titanic by Celine Dion. Yeah.
Let's go.
Man, you're the singer, you know, like you're always pushing me to sing, but you're the actual singer in the group. But we have not heard your voice once since this, like since we started. Yeah, go on.
I tell you what, if we get 300 likes on this video when we're live, I'll do a song for you all. I'll sing whatever song
Bullshit. Okay, I'm going to call his bluff here. Let's get that fucking 300 likes. This is bullshit.
I'll sing.
What are we on now? I want to know how many we're on. What are we actually on? Let me see. I have to pull up this thing.
400 and we'll get Mary has a little lamb by him.
We're on 75.
Yeah. 76.
All right,
I think people are clever. They just don't want to hear something like that. So hats off to you lads. Smart decision. But if we get 300 likes while we're live, what'll I sing?
You fucking want to sing now.
Let us know in the comment section.
What should he sing? 300 likes, but we have 150 viewers. You never know. The FOMC might give us a bit of volatility, and then we'd be like, oh shit, I need to jump on and watch. But we'll see. I'm going to chill out and see what happens anyway. But yeah. And ladies, of course.
Songs and sandwiches.
We have 100 likes now, really. Ooh, climbing.
Ooh, I'm starting to get nervous.
His internet will just randomly disconnect when you get to 290.
No, I'd say the phone will just absolutely smash in my hand. It's been so long.
Oh, man. Oh, Dookie, what are you looking for? I know you're not. Are you sharing your screen or are you just...
No, man, I'm on the phone here.
But
I'm chilling out.
Let us know what you're verbally. What are you looking for? So, what do you think will happen?
Similar to yourselves, lads. There's not much in the difference, to be honest with you.
Do you think there will be a big move on this FOMC or just a dead one, like usual?
I'd like to see. I'd like just to see the usual move. You know, it does the same thing over and over again. Sweep to the upside, sweep to the downside, get back to where we were in the first place. So
and then continue on.
I'm not looking for anything too crazy here. Similar ideas on plans. To be quite honest with you, I'd love to be sharing my screen, but as I said, I'm on the phone here today, so I can't. But
you just want to share the good stuff. What's your guys' favorite exchange to trade BTC these days, lads?
Favorite exchange? Ooh, I don't like any of them.
You know what? I traded so many exchanges, but the one I'll always revert back to is the Bitfinex. I don't know if any of you have ever traded on that one, but it has everything, and it's still going to this day, and it's the oldest one that's just never had a problem. Best security and everything.
Yeah, I still use Bitfinex a little bit.
It's a great one.
Not so much, but yeah, it is a great old.
It's underrated, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. That's a nice layout.
Nice leaderboard on it and everything. It's cool.
Yeah, I use that, and I use the dirty old buy bit. Fees are gone crazy.
The old boy bit. That's all I have to say about it too. Yeah. It's good for what you need it for. That's about it.
Finance.
I suppose we could look at a few altcoins or something. I wanted to see Ethereum. I haven't really been around this week because I want to let the price action do its thing, and it's doing its thing. I came in yesterday looking for these highs for a swing failure pattern. We had 2-day pivots. Got that long into the height. That was the only trade I needed today, to be honest, to hit my daily goal. But if we get up here, I'll take a smaller trade. You know, there's no need for me to get in big or hit my daily goal. Everything from there is a bonus. So we'll see. I kind of want this move down first. If we're going to go up here, I'd love to flush out a few people and then go up. 30 minutes in, we didn't get that move that I was actually expecting, but we'll see. 7 o'clock. Paul, you said something about the speech. It's all about what he says as well, isn't it?
Well, I think, if we just get the 25 basis points, that's already priced in, I think, personally. I mean, we'll get a bit of volatility, but I think, it'll be all about the speech and what he anticipates going forward. More interest rate hikes after September and beyond, I think, might scare the market a little bit, but we'll see. Nobody knows today.
There's a comment in there. Send to your boomer parents and show them the thumbs up button. I'm here. I won't watch it. We'll see if there's action. I'm going to cover Ethereum while I'm here, because I want to see what it looks like right now. That's the main thing. Ethereum.
Alex, I'm here. There won't be much action.
Ethereum. What are we looking at on this? I have a 618 time coming in at the end of the month. That's a big one, actually, because you'll have new monthly pivots. That's an important pivot time, actually. If you want to pop that on your charts, 618 from the low to the high. If we came falling into it, it's a fairly important time, so it's not a bad one to have on your chart. But overall, with Ethereum, like, when you expect something, if you're going to put in a low, you'd run this liquidity down here. That's the first thought, to be honest. If we pull the TR pocket on it, Of course. Let me see. TR pocket. Nice high volume down here too. It's not a bad zone, to be fair. Not a bad zone. Right there. Let me get a box. If we had that on the fib time, that'd be a nice trade. Personally, anyways, for me. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that. And get this 2 hour up. I'm not going to go into too much depth, but straight away that is a nice zone for me for Ethereum. You never know. Will it happen over FOMC? Is there any other? Let me check these. DB, okay. DMOM. Okay. So 28, 2 days. So it's the whole week. There's a few events here and there. Yeah. Might be a decider day. Today might be a decider day on what happens or what occurs for the rest of the week. But yeah, let's chill out and see what happens. Oh, we might get that move down first and then move up. Because whenever these events happen, usually you fake out one side, fake out the other side, and then you continue. That's why I usually get out of these events. It's like down, up, and then down, or up, down, and then back up. That's usually what happens. Doesn't happen all the time, but that's the high probability trade. You look for that second, that third one, that third, what's it called? Reversal or fade, you could say. I'm here. Can you elaborate on what you mean priced in by talking about the 0.25 basis points, Paul?
Well, what I mean by priced in is that it's anticipated in the market already, and that people are expecting a 0.25% basis rate hike. As thus it's not going to be a surprise unless it is otherwise. And I say priced in that, I mean that basically, they must say the market's priced in that, but the traders are aware that that's coming, and it's sort of anticipated in the market where they're buying and why they're selling, because they know essentially what's coming. What the market doesn't like is surprises, really, to be fair. So, yeah, if that makes sense, hopefully that makes it a bit clear.
Yeah, I never know about any of this stuff. I don't follow it at all. I just know the events and what to look for. Do you have anything else that you want to look over before we get into the time? 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, let us know.
Nothing else to cover here.
It's just dead so far. I was expecting some kind of movement.
Very yeah. I think we're a little bit early for the volatility, which to be fair, should normally start in the next 5 or 10 minutes. To be fair, any volatility, if we're going to get some, and I think the big volatility for this will be in this speech. Personally, and I say unless there's a unexpected hike above 0.25 basis points. Any more than that, we'll get a bit of a shock, I think.
What is happening with the 371 likes?
Wait, what? So they're saying 307. No, it's not. Dookie just disappeared. His heart just dropped right there. Dookie, there. He's gone. Oh man, yeah. Someone said the current interest rate is 5.25 and the forecast is 5.5. If it's true, that's bearish for the DXY and bullish for BTC, right?
That's right. Yeah, but I think any more, if we get any more than 0.25, that will be bearish to the markets. Not good for stock prices generally. So,
if it turns out bullish, I'll be laughing, man. I will be laughing, sitting comfy at that low.
Businesses want to be able to.
What are they saying? 373. What's going on? How many likes are we actually on? Like, this is fake news. Hold on, let me check. What? How is that true? What? That makes no sense. How is that 370 likes?
Come on.
What? That makes no sense at all. Hey, Dookie, you there?
Seriously.
What? That makes no sense. There's what? 162 people here.
Mary had a little lamb coming up.
Okay, how does that make sense?
He's disappeared all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on.
He disappeared. I told you. I called that bluff all day long.
You got a little follow-up question, H-Ball.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me just check. What was that for?
Wait, which one is it? Do you want to read it out, Fitness, in case you didn't have it up?
How is 5.5 bearish for the dollar? You get 5 per...
Sorry. Not bearish for the dollar. Bearish for stocks. I think if increases in interest rates generally considered bearish for stocks. You know, I say businesses and want to be able to borrow money cheaply, basically, and you know, increased in such a big topic to cover, but increased interest rates also make consumers spend less money because they're spending more on their mortgages or you know, it is bearish for stocks. Basically, generally, increasing interest rates is generally not a good thing for the market. That's how that's seen, essentially. So yeah, any more of a surprise or any hints of further increases more than's been anticipated, which I think has been another 0.25. I think in September, the next meeting. So that is essentially priced in or expected. And any more than that will be a shock to the market and will scare traders or buyers of stocks, if that makes sense, hopefully.
I'm just looking through stuff here at the moment. See, there ain't happening. There's nothing. Not at all. But I'm still kind of confused. How the hell is there 375 likes? I don't understand. I don't understand that at all. Do any of you know how the hell? It makes no sense.
Somebody bought a bunch of likes, I think.
Someone bought likes or something. It doesn't make any sense.
Just to get Dookie singing. I mean,
hold on, I have to check if he's still here. He's gone. He's actually gone.
There's no surprise. We actually get any move at all, any action. No.
Man.
So yeah, well picked up on that person. That is an old yearly open. That's not last year's, it's the previous year's yearly open. But hey, I like leaving these levels on my chart. As you can see, there's a reaction there.
Here, if you're in the Discord, start pinging, tagging Dookie and get him singing. It just annoy him a bit more. Oh, I'm never gonna let this day down now. What are we at? We have 12 minutes to go.
Somebody's got the like bot turned on, haven't they?
I'm going to get some water, lads. I'll be back there in about a minute.
Yeah. Expect a bit of volatility in the next 4 or 5 minutes, hopefully.
Are you going to trade this H-Ball?
Am I going to trade? If I get the low, I might take that along. I'm looking for down at that area, that 28 area. Yeah, potentially I will, because that's an area I've got my eye on.
28?
Oh, sorry, 28.7-ish. I'm looking at.
7. Okay.
Yeah, that's the area I'm looking for potential long. Other than that, no, I'm going to sit it out. I think the ES have some levels that I'm looking for potentially for a short. Those high swing failures. Other than that, I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see.
Yeah.
And you don't have to get in. You know, you can always get in on the retraces on these trades. You don't have to catch the tops or bottoms. Get a decent trade, I think, certainly on the on the ES. The trade I'm looking for is a swing trade. So you know, I don't need to catch 0.25% if I'm looking for a 10% move. You know, it's not the end of the world, but rather just get confirmation of the change in market structure. Personally, So we'll see.
I got the one on Nasdaq from.
Alright. Do you want me to show your screen?
Yeah, you can show my screen.
Yeah, you're gone a bit quiet for me, lads. Hold on. Are you backed away from the mic or something? Let me pull you up your screen anyway.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah,
What are
I
we
took
looking
this
at?
one. I
Nasdaq.
took this short up here, but I closed most of it as we came down and took those equal lows here.
Oh, did it take all those lows?
No, I was just aiming for these here.
How about the other ones? Did it take those equal lows? Oh, it did. Fuck yeah, that's nice.
I was just looking for this liquidity down here, so I was looking for swing failure up here, and then I took big profits down here. Nearly closed all of it because I do have a bias, but it's not strong. So I just like to I'm just waiting for more clarity. But on ES here, on ES you can see that we didn't actually, and again it didn't take the highs, but it did on a few exchanges such as 8cap and some of those. So we got that before where we did take the highs on those exchanges, and then we came up and took them again. So I'm not super bearish yet. I just like this liquidity up here and this liquidity down here. This is where I'll be interested. I'll either look for if it starts to run really deep, then we do have an order block here on the 1 hourly here.
I like that order block. It's in the night zone.
Yeah, it is. This one here. So
I'm wondering though, if I threw the TR pocket on that high to low, would that take the liquidity on the 4, 5, 44?
45.
To the very low.
Here?
I'd pull it up. I'd put it up. I may as well put it up because we're kind of going sideways until then, so I'll pull up my stream. Let me see. What was it? ES? It was ES, wasn't it?
Yes.
This is my whole thing on the ES, right? I'll just quickly run over this. From the low on the ES, I was looking for this cipher, but some people would argue it's a shark. I couldn't care less. For me, I like to differentiate. A shark is taking high, cipher is going deep into 786 or deeper. That's my own way of looking at ciphers and sharks. But this is what I've been looking for since the bottom down here. Cause the main thing is, what have you been doing on the ES all the way down? Boom, 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 boom. And again, boom, 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 boom. Doing the ciphers all the way down. So why not look for a higher time frame and keep another cipher for a higher time frame? So this whole zone right now, keeping that curve, breaks that curve, I'll be looking for a trade that back down into this 0.5. It's in the TR pocket right now. It's hit my fib time, that 1-to-1, which is very important on these harmonics. If you want to learn how to trade them or learn how to do them, it's inside in the lounge. Went over it in fairly good detail. But it's in an interesting zone right now. So I know I was going to go over the TR pocket, but I forgot where we were. And that liquidity right there is my ideal entry. But if we start to come down, breaking that curve, I will look for a sign of strength kind of short, if you get me. But yeah, have we moved on anything? Not really at all. Yabol.
Couple of minutes and we'll go in, sure.
How in God's name do we get all those likes?
Hey, what's up?
I was waiting for you to come back on.
You see, didn't hear me clicking. Click, click.
Lads, I've been off doing vocal warm-ups there. So we'll get that at the end of the stream.
Man, I have no idea how we got him, to be honest. It just appeared up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think it's Pat paying for likes.
Probably.
It would be the man to do it, to be fair. Paul, or did you cover over that question? Someone was talking about what's the pros and cons of aggressive and conservative entries.
No, I didn't see that question. Sorry, I missed that. So let me just check that. Pros and cons of aggressive and conservative entries. I guess in respect of what I was talking about with the ES. Oh,
do you want me to pull up your screen?
That's a big question. Pros and cons.
It is a big question, to be fair. Like.
That's a very, very big question to answer. Aggressive. An aggressive entry, I suppose. But the pros of an aggressive entry is that, what can I say? An aggressive entry, what would maybe a swing failure of these highs. That would be our class, probably an aggressive entry. What's the benefit of that? I mean, you've got really quick, easy invalidation, really easy invalidation. You know, you're stopped out or you're not. Basically, you can, if there's a swing failure, you've got the wick or the high as your stop. So that's a nice thing to have on a swing trade. And conservative entry, well, I guess the benefit of a conservative entry is that you know that you've got some change in market structure. So let's say, for example, I'm going to choose a different marker. We come down and we start to drop, and then we come back and back test the bottom of this range.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you've got again, we know that there's a change in market structure. It's more likely, more probability that there's that it's starting to move down. So what's the benefit of that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the benefit is you know there's a change in market structure and you know you're starting to head down, whereas with swing failures they don't always play out. But again, with that, you know, easy invalidation, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Like it's actually a really good question, to be fair. Like,
it is a really good question.
Like,
I'll be honest with you. You know,
the aggressive entries, you have more kind of. It's actually a tough question, isn't it? Like with the conservative entries, it's more or less you're going for a swing or a daily swing or a swing trade in a higher time frame. You need to be looking at these daily candles, 4-hour candles, you know. But if you're looking at that conservative entry, I mean that aggressive entry, it's kind of you need to be looking at that lower time frame. Look for that little swing failure over the swing failure or a swing failure into your zone. And if you have a TR pocket, look for a swing failure pattern on the 1 minute time frame for aggressive entry. But always have your invalidation. What's your stop loss? Is your stop loss 1% if you're going aggressive, or is it 0.5% if you're going aggressive? And if you're going to be conservative, the good thing about that, you know where your stop loss is. You know, your stop loss is going to be it's above this market structure, but I'm going to have to lower my size because, you know, it's so far away or it's close enough, but you need to lower that size so you can get that.
Exactly. And then there's the whole question then that comes into this as well is why not use both? You know, you can use the use the whole swing failure as an entry, and then if you get a change in market structure, you can look to add to your position if you feel confident. If you maybe taking some profit, I know.
You could use that profit as well as your stop loss. You know.
That's it. Totally. So there's there's so many different ways to skin the cat, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, there's several ways you can look at this, but that's something I would also consider is, that's a good question. Position if it's a swing. Yeah.
That was a good question. I like that.
That was a very good question. I like that.
Hello, UFO confirmed in Congress. YOLO. Nice. The universe wants Dookie to sing. Hey, don't we all? Tony Vegas.
We're getting a bit of a move on Bitcoin there now.
Are we? Okay, hold on there a second. I'll pull up my up my stream. Where is my screen? Here it is. Got that move down that I wanted. Bit of a move down, but I kind of want now to run up. I don't know. Maybe she goes all the way down, looks for what the lads were looking at, but we kicked it off. What is it? It's not even 7. Came down, run out these little over leveraged degens. Maybe we get that shot up now. That would be nice. But so far, to be honest, it's fairly dry. We have to wait for that speech. And see what happens. Because you can easily just keep going down. You never know.
So, that's it. Ending the decision. So 5.5 as expected. So
here she goes.
No change there. A little bit
Go
volatile.
go up a bit more there, Bitcoin. Go up to my spot. I want to have a nice, perfect looking drawn. Don't reject here. Just go up and hit that TR pocket. No. Yeah, it's a dry little FOMC, so.
Nothing untoward there. Nothing wasn't expected, really.
I expected more out of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was the verdict anyway?
So that's it. As expected, 0.25% increase. So yeah, now I think the next lot of volatility will probably come with the speech. I would expect. Chair Powell speaks. When does he speak? Half an hour, I think. 7:30.
7:30.
So, yeah.
So we'll know by 7:30 or like halfway through it. Depends on what he
I
says.
think that's it. I think his speech will be fairly important. It will give an indication as to how their plans to reduce inflation are going, and if it's on track, and whether they need to keep pumping up interest rates. It could be. That'll give us a heads up. People like to read between the lines.
Who am I hearing that's fiddling? Oh no. Okay, it's gone. It's like they're eating or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, very relaxed FOMC, I must say.
I do think this will be a really important speech that he does, and people will be trying to get read between the lines as to whether we're going to go above. I guess what are we at the moment? Sorry.
Have you backed away from your mic again, Paul? Or are you talking to your mouse?
Sorry.
There you go. There you go.
Back on the mic now.
I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we exceed 6% or the anticipated.
Oh, let me pull up your screen there so they know what you're on about. There you go. Okay,
so we're forecast is 5.5%. Obviously, we actual decision was 5.5%, so there's been a 0.25 percentage increase, and I think the next anticipated increase is also 0.25, which would take it to 5.75, obviously, and people want to know then whether there's going to be maybe that could go by 0.5% or that. Yeah, we'll see if they're on track.
Nice.
If they anticipate that they won't be raising interest rates anymore, I expect we'll have a big push up. But yeah, we just have to listen to that. A speech at 7:30. The market's not even reacted, which is
not even like ES, Nasdaq, or anything like that.
has not even moved. It's not even moved. Normally get 0.5% swing or something, but not.
Oh, did we have what's the thing? A CPI there the other day? No. Did I see CPI was on yesterday, or was I dreaming or something?
No, I don't think.
No,
okay.
CPI,
we have
because that would have been fairly big if it was.
Yeah, PMI.
Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I was dreaming, so.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is looking. I'm gonna just scan this watch list. Nothing is. Yeah, not. Oh, Soul is up 6% though. She's not doing much. Litecoin as well. You know the way when you think Bitcoin is going to go in a direction, Litecoin has been going sideways. It hasn't give any indication. Yeah, so you know.
Yeah.
I've been looking at it. It's like, oh well, Litecoin's going sideways. No need for me to get any excitement out of this.
Yeah. And so when was the halving on Litecoin? Has that?
Let me pull up my screen actually. I'll go look at Litecoin there for a second. Here we are. Litecoin. Where the fuck is that? Oh, it's the 1st of August. So start of next month. It'll be interesting because if we keep grinding like this or keep going sideways, you do have the monthly pivots that will be above us, and then you're going to come into that date as well. That's next month. That's next month, no? Wait a sec.
Am I right in thinking historically when we do get halvings? I don't know. do we tend to? That tends to be.
I don't know. It's just an important.
know.
I'm going to treat it as a fib time. It might give
Yeah.
me a nice trade of a few percent. You never know. It might go up into hit that and then come down, give me a nice trade to the downside, or it might come down into it, give me a nice trade to the upside. I just have my charts. I'm going to trade it as a fib time.
Interesting.
Thank you guys. When taking those aggressive swing failure pattern entries, how do you know if the swing failure pattern is going to get the swing failure again? I often get in on the first swing failure and then it gets stopped out by another swing failure. Sounds like you have your stop loss a bit too close, to be honest. You know, you kind of need to give yourself a bit of room, or don't dive in too much on the first one. If you get a second swing failure of the swing failure, it's a lot better. Lot better entry on that. You could just put stop loss on the high of that. But if you just go for one swing failure pattern, you kind of need to give yourself a set stop loss and let it breathe. Then once it starts to come down, you can put a stop loss on that high. That's the way I trade it, anyways.
Yeah, good advice. And those double swing failures are not uncommon these days, because I think you
get them a lot on the lower time frame.
Yeah.
If you have to go into the lower, but I wouldn't recommend it. But it's the only time I really ever do it is if it's coming into like a TR pocket. I go down to the 1 minute and have a scan for a double swing failure pattern. That'll be my aggressive entry.
Yeah.
But let me see.
It's not just any old area that you're looking for swing failures. You know, they've got to be sort of relatively key areas, I think, as well. That's not just any old swing failure. I think it's important that it's either been a decent range or it's a key area. I don't know. I think it's important.
What's the typical size stop loss? You mean, mostly you can give it 1%. 1% is like, if you're going, 1% is good, but you don't need to always go 1%. It depends on what, like this range here, 0.5% is fine. If I had a volatile range, 1% is enough. It's different for everyone. It's always different.
It depends on the trade as well, doesn't it? It depends on what your risk reward and
and it depends on how your day is going. If you are having a bad day, maybe you don't want to risk having too much of a loss. If you're having a good day, you want to leave it breathe a bit more, a wider stop loss. The second swing failure pattern usually has a very notable divergences. Interesting. I actually haven't used the CVD or any of those like divergence indicators in a long time. I use them every now and then, but I rarely ever use them. Just stick to my little TR pocket, my TR pocket strategy. Paul, do you use CVD much?
Not so much. I do use order flow with Bitcoin and but no, I don't particularly use it. I mean, I did notice that we did have some very bullish CVD at the moment on Bitcoin. That's one thing I did notice. It's particularly bullish at the moment, but we'll see. And I don't use it very often. I mean, I think it plays maybe a 5-10% sort of input on my decision making, and I wouldn't say it's the biggest.
What's it? Camellia, I think it's called. Sorry if I got that name wrong. Yeah, there's a few. I've given out a few trades where I was like saying I'm looking to short this, but my aggressive entry is a 1 minute swing failure pattern, and a few of them have come out perfectly with the stop loss and the target. But I have covered those swing failure pattern entries, aggressive entries inside in the form on the TR pocket strategy. Even though it's a strategy in itself, it doesn't need to be with the TR pocket around, but I have covered it. I always go over it as well, like every week. Always looking out for it. Bear flag forming on the 2 hour on BTC. Yeah, it is. It is a bear flag, but I'd love to run that high, but she mightn't do it. Thought the FOMC might do it, but fairly dry, I must say. Fucking fairly dry.
Yeah, it is. Somebody was asking about an example of a swing failure. I mean, we just had one on BTC. We were looking at the charts. I don't know if you can show it on your screen or show it on mine.
Yeah, a swing failure like the one we just had, just down here.
Yeah, we had one down here at about 28,849.
And what was that inside as well? For anyone This is your TR pocket, and you had a swing failure. That's your entry for it. 0.5% LMAO. Jeez, what are you going to risk? 5%? What are you on about? Nice Ponzi. It is a nice Ponzi, isn't it? It's not going doing anything. Can't see too clearly. Can you tell me the values? The values? You'll have to join the Discord to get that. We'll get it at 29,500. Would be nice. There's a nice SR there too. TR strat is a blitz. It is a blitz. Yeah, do you know what? I expected more out of this FOMC, but it's a shame. It is a shame. Did we get any movement at all on anything?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe 0.5%. If that. Oh, 0.5%. I think we've had
0.5%. Oh, is that what you're okay?
Michael.
Oh, sorry, J Rude. I thought you were on about the stop loss I was on about earlier. But yeah, 0.5%. What the fuck? You never know. Might get another one.
Painful.
Can't
See,
say
Michael
I've seen. I
would
don't
have-
think
would-
the average move on a FOMC was like always. I think it was 3% or something. Wasn't it? But
Mhm.
yeah, TR pocket
I guess
strat is this. When the price comes to a key level or a TR pocket, what confirmations do you want to see for a trigger? Usually it's a volume spike and a swing failure pattern inside in a TR pocket. That does the job for me. While we wait for the FOMC press conference, can we do requests for Dookie? I don't know. Is
We're gonna
Dookie
need some
still
more
here?
likes for that, I think.
Yeah.
Doing his
Yeah.
vocal exercise.
Right, still doing them.
The voice is kind of gone, Dookie. Is
Gargling
it?
with, gargling with honey.
No, man. No. She's lubed up, ready to go.
Oh,
You may as well entertain us there while
What
we're,
about the
while we're
voice?
waiting. Do you want me to bang on the table and do the drums for you? Hold on.
No, I don't need any of that, man.
What?
Emotional damage.
Oh, man. That was great, man. I love that. That was good.
can still get those highs.
Jeez, he's singing Bitcoin up to Tate highs. What was the name of that song there, Dookie? For everyone asking.
Without You by Mariah Carey. Jeez, I feel weak after that one. I'm going to have to just go get a sup of water, lads. I'm wrecked after.
Oh, look, he just sang Bitcoin into the highs too. Like,
Yeah.
let's see what we got.
Bitcoin
Reject off that
press.
anchored VWAP right there. Let me where's Let me pull up this thing.
Did we?
Swing failure pattern.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
Just
just
what I was
throw a
thinking.
tiny bit on it. Missed my zone by just a little bit, but you know what? I threw a little bit of something on it. A little bit of something. If it comes up a bit more, I'll give it a stop loss of 29,600 or
Nice.
something. That's for me,
Lovely
anyways.
old. Like it.
But yeah, the singing. I think Bitcoin is like, I've enough of the singing. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something about
I'm
this.
gonna move. Yeah. I was once bought a glass of prosecco by Mariah Carey. That's a fact.
By who?
There you
Maria.
go. There's a
Oh,
quick
yeah.
story for you. Mariah Carey, yeah.
Wait, you drank one with her?
She she was in a restaurant I was in, and she was celebrating some album or something. There was literally me and my wife at the time, and her group of people in a restaurant in Knightsbridge in London, and she was there celebrating, doing like a call to a record company, and she came over to my wife and said, "I'm sorry, I spoiled your meal. I bought us a glass of prosecco. I wanted champagne, but she bought prosecco." That's a fact.
That's actually kind of cool.
There you go. That's a name dropping. That's
unreal.
There you go.
That's true. Yeah. She was, she had a big burly bouncer with her. I did try to take a photo on my phone at the time, but he wasn't having any of it. So that was, interesting. That was a good, maybe 10 years ago. I can't remember.
That's brilliant, man.
Yeah. It was it was not what you expected. This was really like down a class sort of, not a place. It was in Knightsbridge, so it was okay, but it wasn't anything special. The restaurant, but we were in the cellar and we were the only people in there. It's great. Anyway, that's a little ditty for you.
I like it, man. Everyone's pumped up after that singing, Dookie. Man, you might have to do more of it. Are they Reeboks or Nike? Is that the rhythm of the night? I've seen that video. Oh man, you have to see it to know it.
That's funny.
I read that out and I knew straight away what the person was on about. Radu. Is that Trader Or's lady singing? Actually, this show this mad. But yeah, well, we got kind of what we were looking for. Didn't hit my TR pocket, but we got the trade. Let's see if we get that move down. I don't know what did any of you take that trade, lads?
No. I'm waiting.
So, I'll wait for that low. I think if we get it personally.
Is it the rhythm of the night?
Oh yeah.
It's stuck in my head now. It's stuck. I'm gonna have to end the whole thing with that song. I wish you could play music on YouTube, man. It's kind of annoying in a way. I'll be pumping out the tunes right now. It's the rhythm of the night. Yeah. Sing BTC to the lows. Yeah. If you could sing BTC to the lows there, Dookie, that would be great. Would be much appreciated. Yeah, you got that on net, yeah. But yeah. 18 minutes in. It's interesting. We got to move straight on the button on 7:15, which was another weird one. Do we get another move on 7:30? That's the question. That is the question. The rhythm of the night. Yeah, not saying that one on streaming, man. Ah, man. Actually, you know what? What has happened on the market? Nothing on gold.
Nothing on the ESN.
Coinbase, nothing.
Yeah.
Meta, nothing. Tesla. I'm waiting for Tesla now. Hold on. Whereas Nasdaq, there's the one I want to look at. Nothing. Also, Nasdaq was in my red box area as well. Same as the ES. Not much happened on the rest of them. The DXY maybe? Nah, not at all. Let's have a look at one thing though. I want to see how is this looking. Trying to flip it. Don't like it when it does that though. But yeah. 720. BTC will be at 10k by 7:30 if Dookie hits that note. He needs to hit the high note, doesn't he?
Sing a high note to push it higher and sing a low note to push it lower. Come on.
He hit the high note already. He needs to hit the low note. What the fuck? Okay. Alright. Just got news on. Okay, that's actually kind of bad. Alright. Yeah. 194 people in here. What is the likes on the stream? What are we at, lads? It is a rhythm of the night. We're at 415. Let's see how many more we can get. Let's max that out to the max.
That's impressive. Thank you, guys.
But you know what? I think I might do. I might carry this over onto the Discord and continue this little battle on inside and chill out with the members.
Yeah,
Going on for a good
I think when you get the
hour.
real volatility, then I think we'll get that in the next.
Yeah, let's hop on over to the Discord. So and
let's go in there.
We'll continue the battle on. For everyone inside in the audience, look, we're going to love you and leave you. We'll see you inside in the Discord, inside in the Pro Lounge, and we'll see you again on the next event. All right. Cheers,
Thanks
everyone.
for joining us, guys. Great
Thank you.
See you guys.